राजनीति का एक बहुत लंबा अनुभव जिन्हें प्राप्त है, वरिष्ठ राजनीतिज्ञ जिनका विधायक के तौर पर एक लंबा अनुभव है, एक लंबा कार्यकाल रहा है, जिन्होंने राजनीति को नए अर्थ और नए आयाम, नए मायने दिए हैं। जम्मू कश्मीर विधानसभा के अध्यक्ष मुबारक गुल साहब को हम आमंत्रित करेंगे कि अपने विचारों को हमारे स्टूडेंट लीडर्स के साथ शेयर करें। तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट के साथ हम अपने मुख्य वक्ता का यहां भारतीय छात्र संसद के मंच पर स्वागत कर रहे हैं, मुबारक गुल साहब।
आदाब, सरसरेकार। Mr. Alan Bhagatji, the Vice Chancellor of University of Bihar, Raju Vananse, Chief Executive Officer, Managing Director, Safety Technological Limited, Salaji Kant, Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekharji, Honorable Member of the Parliament, I think he is not present here. Mr. Dr. Vilas Sabke, Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Vishwanathan Karadji, Sri Rahul Karad, Director, MIT School of Government, Sri Unimi ji, MLA Assam, Sri Jina Kaki, MLA Odisha. Ladies and gentlemen, it is given me an immense pleasure to be present on the auspicious occasion of this third session of the fourth conclave of the Indian Student Parliamentarians Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. I feel honored to be placed on the record my deep sense of appreciation for the organizing to motivate the youth to assemble here, especially when they are in need of proper guidance and direction. We are proud of our great leaders and sincere honor their wholehearted sacrifices for the democratic and parliamentary system for the coming generations. We should not forget our freedom movement, which we have taken to all of thousands of precious lives and our forefathers. The freedom struggle under the leadership of Father of Nation, Mahatma Gandhi, and with his inspiration, principles, non-violence, as to pay a heavy cost of achieve the goal of the independence. It was on the 15th of August 1947 when the dawn of independence unfolded on the horizon of the great country. However, during the past independence journey has been lot of up and downs, and were debated in our people with the passage of time, not only succeeded to keep the country united, but also covered with the civil evil divisions of the vested interests. Ours is a multicultural society, and various linguistic and ethnic group origins with the different languages, communities, religious belief, custom, and traditions. We are proud of this kind of unique and colorful union. This kind of formation has needed us only to give special identity in our country, in the world, but strengthen the federal structure as well. We have embraced with the met tough challenges in the past, and we should always be prepared in future. We will calm our problems and ensure that there would not be any discrimination with any section of society or religion. We have to follow the path of the principle of live and let live, with the spirit of tolerance, brotherhood, mutual understanding. Time and again, efforts were made to divide the nation on communal basis. But we have emerging communal rights and disturbance on one another pretext, but the evil design behind such act were neutralized by the conscious citizens of the country. As such, we too have to promise that we would not allow any kind of hatred and will our hard work pertaining the country and path of their prosperity and overall development. Under the prevailing circumstances, the biggest democratic country on the planet is facing certain challenges, and organizing of such kind of conclaves is inevitable. It is not only important on the part of every responsible citizen of India, but it is also the institutions as well to be contributed fully towards this strengthening of the democratic system. Though our founding leaders in the past has contributed a lot towards the strengthening of the system, we also realize our responsibilities towards the nation as per as the emerging challenges ahead. In the biggest country, we should have always to read their shoulder our responsibility by way of putting in all our efforts to our disposal and highest standard of sincerity. We have to develop inspirations, credibility, leadership qualities, and a spirit of selflessness into the minds of our youth in the process of the nation building and future responsibility. I always appreciate the organizing committees selecting the title Innovative Education Empowering Youth. We need to understand the fact that 67 years of independence of our country were lagging behind certain fields, and in order to bring country as per the development countries motivated education, empowerment, youth, and essential priority are need to be addressed with the utmost care and caution. We have achieved a lot, but we have to achieve more and more for bringing prosperity to the CSTs, OBCs, cities, and the poor and suppressed classes. We have to consider considerable number of our general public, and we have below of the poverty lines, and it's only the dramatic system which we can pay way of bringing these section of also as per our section of the society. As the public representative, consciously for the last more than 3 decades, I have no hesitation to admitting that fact that unemployment, favoritism, and corruption has created an alarming situation in the country, and every unable inconvenience and electorates on the account of, and I am of opinion that youth of the country have to own responsibility, bring the country out of this alarming situation, which their contribution, honesty, Wait. Taking the opportunity of this occasion, I deem to proper inform youth of the country what we have assembled in our here in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. We are always taking lead in enacting the legislation as per the emerging trends of the challenges of and with the aim of the society under the leadership of late Sher Kashmir Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah, Big Land Estates Abolition Act 1950. हमने सारे जमींदारों को दे दी जो land to tiller in 1950. Where we give right to the ownership of the land to tiller. Therefore, give a right of ownership of the land to them. We say the said law has been enacted in other states also as well. It was also enacted with the Right of Information Act is in our state. Public Service Guarantee Act is in our state. The Roshini Act is there. We are giving the land to landless people without cost. Dahi adalats are there to settle the disputes and grassroots level and recent past. In addition to the Julian against the woman, Julian Act and law enacting and relating the domestic violence against the woman, efforts are in progress in earning such laws or are there were making the accountable the government in all respect in our state. Other than because a lot of time, short of time here, and we have to speak something more, but मैं थोड़ा आपको सबों से ये निवेदन करता हूँ कि जिंदगी में एक बार कश्मीर देखना चाहिए. जिसने कश्मीर नहीं देखा उसने जन्नत नहीं देखा है. शाहजहां ने कहा है फिरदौस अगर बरोए ज़मीन अस्त यही अस्तो यही अस्तो यही अस्तो. इसलिए मेरी गुजारिश है आज वो कश्मीर नहीं है. आज कश्मीर में शांति है और पीस है. इसलिए कोई खौफ डर की बात नहीं है. और हम देखते हैं कि जैसे कि मैंने देखा यहाँ महात्मा बुद्ध जी का भी एक मैसेज लगा हुआ है, गांधी जी का मैसेज लगा हुआ है, अमन का मैसेज लगा हुआ है. इसलिए ज़रूरी है कि मुल्क को इकट्ठे रखने के लिए हर एक को जिंदगी में एक बार जरूर कश्मीर आना चाहिए. थैंक यू वेरी मच. वी विल वेलकम यू देयर. थैंक यू.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया मुबारक गुल साहब. आपका जो ये इनविटेशन है कि सबको कश्मीर जाना चाहिए उसे हम लोग सब याद रखेंगे और आपको मेहमान नवाजी का मौका भी देंगे वहां पर. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.